Again, it's briefing news with Toly on August 14, 2025. And I'm restarting my stream. I don't know if it's working or no, or maybe it was some problem with my mic. Nobody can hear me, so I'm gonna tell one more time. We're gonna talk about main political events of today. And like my stream, subscribe my channel, and thank you for your support. And let's go to the news. So the main topic is again Trump-Putin summit in Alaska, which is gonna take place tomorrow morning, and it's 12 hours before it starts, so it's really soon. And mainstream media has a lot of articles about this political event because it's really important for all humanity, for our country, for Ukraine, and I'm sure for Putin, for Russia, it's also important. So let's see what we say. President Donald Trump made few statements today again, like he every day does, and they are controversial, but still they give us some hope. So President Trump says he thinks Putin and Zelensky will make a peace. This is really important. ABC News talking about this, CNN also talking about this, The Guardian, British and European press, we're all talking about this, and it's really nice. But at the same time, New York Times say Russia and Ukraine agree. A Trump summit is a big win for Putin. How Russia and Ukraine agree? Who from Russia and Ukraine agree? It's so interesting. So it's only Putin's win. I don't know why we say something like this. It's but New York Times is always in opposition to Trump, and that's why it's really weird. Hi, somebody's here. Guys, tell me if you can hear me properly, because I was testing my new mic and I'm not sure it's working. So we're talking about this summit, and people on the way, presidents on the way to Alaska right now, and the main news gonna happen tomorrow, and we're gonna talk about this tomorrow. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, and it's really gonna be interesting, and I think we're gonna make a big stream about this situation. So I don't see my friends here, nobody here. I don't know why. YouTube, are you showing my stream to people or no? Because usually I have a lot of friends here at this time, and now it's nobody here. Okay, what we think also. Yesterday it was a lot of talks about how President Trump offers to Putin some rare metals deal, and today we have Kremlin, Moscow administration, we make also some statements, but we ready to offer some financial interests to President Trump. So we're talking about everything. We're talking about a new nuclear deal with between Russia and the United States, because our agreement already expired, and we have to renew something. So we're talking about everything and anything, but we don't talk about Ukraine. Ukraine deal is the most important part, and this is the barrier. If Putin agrees to stop the war. Oh, hi Joe. Hi Joe, how you doing? I'm talking and I don't know if people can hear me today because I'm testing my mic. Okay. And I'm glad to see you here. So we're talking about summit again. And we see it's a lot of stuff happening. We are talking again about these sanctions. Russia has 22,000 sanctions, so United States enforced 22,000 sanctions against Russia, and President Trump, I think, gonna take them out if it's gonna be a peace deal. Also, President Trump told today what he thinks maybe President Zelensky can come in Alaska too. to take part, to join this summit. But I'm sure Putin is not agreeing if is not going to agree about this because he doesn't like Zelensky, and Putin believes Zelensky is expired president because he missed election and his term is over and he is overturned, so he is expired. And also, it was a huge scandal between Putin and Zelensky a long time ago, at 2019 in Paris. And I guess it was a physical fight between their advisors in the corridor of his palace where this meeting took place. And because Zelensky was lying to Putin about what he's gonna sign the paper. I remember it was like peace deal before. What did you eat? Say hi, hi, and give me your like, please. So we're talking about peace deal, and I'm eating pasta. I like pasta. I like something like this. I like more European food. I don't know. And that's why Putin, he doesn't trust Zelensky, and it's really difficult to sit them in one table to talk about, because they hate each other and they don't trust each other, and it's going to be great success if President Trump could sit them in one room, in one table, and start talking. But we remember how it was meeting when Zelensky visited President Trump in the White House this March. It was a few months ago, and it was huge scandal right inside the Oval Office, in front of his journalists and camera, and the whole world could see it. So when we hear the stories about the scandal between Putin and Zelensky, and in 2019, it looks like it really happened, because all this pattern was saw here in White House, and it was on cameras. It wasn't in Paris. So it's I don't know why Zelensky acts this way, because politics, it's first to be decent. You have your turn to talk with people, not fight with people, and you have to be respectful to people who were, because you have to respect yourself. That's why I think at real Zelensky not gonna come to Alaska, and President Trump saying this only because he wants to show some support to Ukraine. What he doesn't take anyone of this party's side, so he supports Ukraine, and this is good sign, because Putin, he wants to talk everything, but not about Ukraine. He doesn't want to stop the war. Fund the war. Valor, hi, give me your like, please, and we're gonna talk about. So, now it's a huge huge offensive in the front, and Putin is going forward, and he is not gonna stop, because his offensive is, in good condition. So we're taking more and more lands, and it's successful, and it's bad news for Ukraine, because every day it's something new over there on the front. Every day bad news for Ukraine. That's why Putin doesn't want to stop, because what he got, Trump trying to offer some money, but I don't think Putin is interested, because he has his friends, his allies like China and India, and they will support Russia despite United States, and we're not scared by sanctions and stuff like this. So guys, ask your questions, please. Let me answer your question. Give me please some of your like, and subscribe my channel, please. Support me, please. I'm just starting, and I like it, so help me please. I'm gonna tell you a lot of interesting stories and information, and I'm sure what I'm talking about, it's really important, because you have to know what's happening around, and I can explain something what not visible in the first look, because I know what I'm talking about. I know who is Mr. Putin, and it looks like, Trump is trying to deal like every American guy would, but Putin is not that kind of guy. And maybe he has really some problems with his head. Maybe he kind of sick. I don't know, but he's not looking for money. He's not looking for like better life for his people, for his nation, for his country. He thinks if he gonna get more land, more territories, Russians gonna feel better. But Russia is the biggest country on the earth. So I don't know. He need to use what he has because it's absolutely, unusable. What do you believe the result will be from the Putin-Trump meeting? Oh, Valor. It's a very good question. I don't know. Nobody knows what to expect from this meeting. First of all, when they only uh, declared what it's going to be this summit, I was sure they have a deal because I'm sure Putin will not go without approved deal. I was sure he is flying only to sign to seal the deal. So the deal supposed to be prepared and supposed to be ready. But now we can see what's or maybe maybe Donald Trump is just lying how he did during this military operation in Iran against Iranian nuclear program. They were lying together with Netanyahu to hide this situation. So now maybe it's also some political fog we produce to hide something important happening. But my first impression was what we have a deal. Because you remember Steve Witkoff visited Moscow, visited Kremlin, and he was talking like for 3 or 4 hours with Putin. And after this, they told us what it's going to be meeting. And when they told this, it was really surprising for me because they don't have, in my mind, they did not have anything to talk about. Because I'm sure Putin is not ready to stop the war. So what reason to meet? What reason to do this? I don't know. And Trump is making, a really controversial statement today and yesterday. On one side, he say Putin and Zelensky will make peace, and on another side, he is threatening Putin with sanction, with all this stuff. You know what he's talking about. It's absolutely opposite statements. How to say what he really thinks. So we don't know, and it's like like in casino, like in Las Vegas, when the ball jumping on the table, and you don't know where it drops, on black or on red. But Trump knows everything, and we know him. We know how he acts. So I think we have to wait some surprises. Tomorrow we're gonna see. Tomorrow is gonna be, big day. It's gonna be 10:30. It means 11:30 in here in Los Angeles, and news from there gonna be all day. Trump is saying Russia must agree to stop the war. How does Ukraine and Europe respond? How? What do you mean? Russia must, and how to enforce this statement? Okay, Russia must. How to explain it to Putin? What he must? He will do what he wants to do, and this is the problem because Trump really doesn't have leverage to press him, to push him in right direction. Only Trump can press India and China, who were the main partners of Russia in oil and gas and stuff like this. So they finance the war, but we're not gonna stop. It's huge countries. It's huge countries, and they can afford. Don't pay attention to Trump's statements. I don't see a peace deal. Neither side is given. Yeah. No, it's maybe ceasefire, ceasefire gonna stop military actions, but not stop the war. And maybe it's smart decision for Putin to stop to make this ceasefire now, and after this, wait until Trump's term is over, and it's gonna be next president in the United States, and he can continue the war. Putin can continue the war, because next president gonna react different way. So this is maybe decision, because the war started actually in 2014 when Putin took Crimea, and it was military action in Donbas region in eastern Ukraine. And after it's it was slowly, and it's almost stopped in when Trump's first term started. So, but the war started already 11 years ago, almost 12 years ago. And in 2022, February 24, he started invasion into Ukraine, like full invasion. Why? Because President Biden approved this invasion. You must remember this press conference where Biden said, little incursion, we're not gonna react on little incursion. What does it mean? It's permission for invasion. But they made a big mistake, because they were sure, and Biden and his administration and Putin and all these people, they were sure what Zelensky gonna run from Kiev, and it's gonna be a 100% win for Putin. But Zelensky did not run. He said, "Give me ammo instead of taxi." So, and it's already 3.5 years the war, full-scale war. It's like Second World War. So don't see peace. Yeah, it's really it's a really long war, and it may last, for decades, until somebody unconditionally win. But I don't think Ukraine able to win, because it's smaller, it doesn't have strong economy, and we don't have really resources. A lot of people dying, so population is going down. A lot of refugees, like around 10 million people run out from Ukraine, and half of them men who supposed to fight, but we don't want to fight. We can't blame them. Here we don't have military duty, so we can't blame them. They have military duty in Ukraine, but they can't enforce it. It's not 1, 2, 3 person who don't wanna serve. It's millions of people who don't wanna serve and don't wanna go to the war. It's easier to skip to Europe and live over there, and this is what's happening. It's only people with ideas who really wanna fight for independence. Independence, this is the thing what you always have to fight. You remember we here also fought for independence. You remember we had war for independence, but it was in the 19th century, but still, nothing changed. If you want to have independence, you have to fight for it. And now it looks like not many people in Ukraine really want to fight for independence. Not really many, but enough to stop Putin. He moves forward, but very slow. And it looks like really weird, because he says he has second army in the world after United States, but it looks from one village to another village for 1.5 years. It doesn't work like this. He says he don't want to bomb peaceful people who lives there, stuff like this, destroy the cities, but we see all cities are destroyed. What he is talking about, actually. So let's guys ask me another questions, and give me please some more likes. I have only 1 like today. It's really small. I don't know. It's slow today, Thursday evening. It's not Friday. So let's talk about something else. So DC situation, and today Washington DC police agreed to support immigration operations. So it's like, I guess, first time in history when police in democratic state agreed to collaborate with ICE in immigration matters. So it's really something, because here in Los Angeles, police doesn't collaborate. We don't collaborate with ICE, and we don't collaborate, and it's restricted to them. But maybe it's because Trump took control over police in his hands. That's why they may do it, because here in California it's legally restricted, so police can't collaborate with immigration authorities, with feds, and it's really something. And I'm sure it's a lot of really illegals and criminals in Washington D.C. And we made already, we reported, we made over 100 arrests already, and we're gonna continue. And Trump is gonna to go to Congress because he needs more than 30 days, and he's supposed to pass the law through Congress. Let him take control over law enforcement agencies in Washington D.C. and or police. So the situation is turning back to the beginning of 19th century, when it was, this federal District Columbia is federal property and it's federal land, and it was always under direct management of White House. And it's only, I think in 70s we passed the law which giving some rights to local authorities. And we have on their tags, the license plates on the car, we have a sign that say no taxation without representation. It was, whole protest company in Washington, because we paying taxes like everyone in our country, but we never had nobody, no representatives in Senate, in the House, and we did not have no local authorities. Now we have it, and you see what's the result of how we manage the city. But it's really beautiful and nice city. I love Washington D.C. and it's very European city. I think it's only European city in United States. And instead of going to Paris or somewhere in Europe, you can just visit Washington, and you're gonna have the same impressions and same emotions. It's a romantic city. It's very good for first date. I don't know. So what else people talking about? Here in California, Gavin Newsom talking about redistricting and how we say gerrymandering after Texas did it. Texas try was successful. Now we changed the map. We changed the map, and we have, I think, 5 more seats for Republicans. And now Gavin Newsom in California says we're gonna do the same because of Texas. But it looks like he's lying again, because we made this gerrymandering a few years ago already. So we used this opportunity. And what we're gonna do? Who will win the midterms? Oh my God, I don't know who will win midterms. It's not easy to say. It's still, how long Trump here, Valor? Only 6 months. And next election is in a year and 3 months, in November 2026. And we don't know what he can do during this time. Newsom and Vance, yes, I think so. But I was thinking so, but I don't think Trump will deal with J.D. Vance. I don't think he will run him for president. I think he will find another person, or maybe some of his children. He has 2 sons, and we have Donald Trump Jr., his son. Maybe he will run. Or maybe Donald Trump himself gonna run for vice president with President Vance. So anything can happen. And I don't think Newsom can run for president. He is gonna lose, like Kamala. Vance is not popular or charisma. He is changing his mind and do it very often for politician. Have you read his book? This book about with Appalachia, something when he was young, he was thinking he's gay, it's stuff like this. He was Democrats, now he's Republican. He's a tough Republican. And how you changing? I don't know. If Trump what we can say about Trump? He wrote two books, and first one was in 80s, and if you read it, he's saying the same thing he's doing now. So 40 years he is thinking the same way. It doesn't mean he is not evolving. He's evolving, but he is, stable. His mind is stable. He knows what he wants, and that's why he wins. Because he's very special guy. Light to say. Many people don't like him at all. And Vance is not fish, not meat. I should say, I don't know. Not fish, not meat. And Newsom, I don't think he is good governor here in California. Our roads are destroyed. He has some building construction project like with his railways, what he's trying to build already like 10 years, and they spent like $30 billion, and they did not build a mile of railway. So to become president of United States, you have to have success or something what you can show, like, Vance goes with whatever is beneficial for him. Same with Newsom. Will Mandami be New York mayor? Maybe. How you think? I don't know, but it's very possible. It's possible, and it's gonna be good choice, I believe. We're supposed to know what is socialism. We know what is socialism, and we don't. So we have to learn what is it. How to teach people. You can't teach people. It's a question to democracy. How democracy is supposed to work? If everyone's supposed to have right to vote, everyone and anyone, or it's supposed to be some limitations. Like, for example, if you take money from government more than you pay to government, you can't vote, for example. Well, it's going to be some discrimination, of course, and stuff. I don't know, but of course, people with ideas like Mandani have, they always going to win, because population who lives there, they want some benefits. They want something for free. But it's nothing for free at this world. We have to understand. And this is political populism. This is what he is doing. And if he wins, New York gonna lose. New York gonna lose not even billions. It's gonna lose like $1 trillion. A lot of people gonna move. Now a lot of people moving from California to Texas and to Florida because of our taxes here. And California already lost 2 seats in the House because of population, because one representative for a certain amount of people. And we're losing population here because they move to another states. And who moves? The successful people moves, And here, people who want some benefits from government. But if nobody working and everyone wants to eat, who gonna feed them? My questions. I don't know. $25 minimum wage. Yeah, it's realistic, but we're gonna lose businesses with this minimal wage. I think it's not this big matter, because mostly people working for what they agree to work, And life in New York is way more expensive than in Los Angeles, I can tell you. We have I think we have $20 minimum wage. I don't even know. Something close. A lot of people work less than minimum wage. And same gonna happen in New York, or people gonna close businesses. Or we're gonna hire robots. We're gonna buy robots from Elon Musk or something like this. It's not gonna work. It's only gonna make inflation. That's it. Again, I say $25. He said $30 in New York. 25, I think we have. It's populism, because it's not he who paying. If he personally ready to pay $30 from his pocket to these people, of course not. He want to make another people pay. That's not correct. Market supposed to balance the price. This is, market economy. People supposed to work for what we're ready to work. I think it's like this. But it's a really interesting experiment. If Mandani wins in New York, it's going to be really interesting experiment for me. I would like to see this. Because he's completely different, this guy. Here in California, we have also Democrats in local authorities. Our mayor here in New York is lady. But we like American, we have some sense. We do some weird stuff, but we also do a lot of good stuff for city, for people. Maybe not always successful, but still we're on the same wave. And it's not like this with this guy. This guy is different. So I would like to see. Maybe it's gonna be successful. I don't see much people here today. It's only one like today I collected. It's so less, guys. Give me some more, please, and subscribe my channel. So I think we have to finish already. We're half an hour already, and I gonna go live at midnight. It's gonna be a late night talk. So come to me to my late night talks at midnight, and we're gonna talk deeper, and I'm gonna tell some interesting stories. So like my video, subscribe my channel, and see you later. Would you like to live Texas or Valor? I'm a Miamian. I'm from Miami, so I know what difference. My wife is working here. That's why I'm here. I'm here for we're here. We always flying here and there because we have all our family relatives in Miami, and but we live here, so I don't wanna move to Miami or Texas. But I think Miami is better place to live. I'm not sure about Texas. Miami has quality of life is better, and it's ocean, it's good weather. Like for me, good weather. Same like here, but Texas, no, we don't have these benefits, with natural benefits. So I would not like there. So go live tomorrow after meeting. Okay, guys, thank you. Have a good night. See you soon.